Hey, good morning, and welcome to Miss Tarot and your weekly bite-sized tarot reading. These quick readings are designed to give you an intuitive guidance and clarity for the week ahead and are meant to be bite-sized. So let's take a look and see tune into the energy, I should say, and see what Spirit wants you to know right now. Today we are going to use the Soul's Journey lesson cards. I usually only pull one for the general energy for the week, but two wanted to come out. So we'll take a look at those. And then we are going to also use the Light Seers Tarot deck for the tarot guidance. Okay. Excuse me. So here we go. We have surrender. I can release my need to control. And we have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Okay, here we go. So we have the Three of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. I'm just going to throw these out in whatever order I kind of think it makes sense in. The Four of Cups, the Seven of Cups. We have nothing but cups. The Ace of Cups and the Chariot. Woo! Okay. A lot of emotions here. And I'm going to rearrange this because I really kind of feel like this is the center. And we're looking at probably something like this. That's kind of what we're doing right here. Okay. Well, let's take a look and see what this is for this week. So the Surrender and Success card, this could be interpreted a couple ways. Obviously, surrender. This card speaks very much to being able to let the universe guide you. And I know I've said this 1,000 times in my readings, but to be pretty much like a river and just, excuse me, flow actively through life and just kind of move with the current instead of, banging your head against like a dam. That's kind of how the surrender card works. It's also recognizing that you have, other than your free will, you don't have much control over the events that surround you in your life. You can control your response and how you react, but you cannot control the actions, words, anything of others. And with the cups here, this is a very heavily relationship or even self-worth, self-love. This is a relationship type reading just with all these darn cups here. I really feel strongly that there is some sort of relationship struggle I wouldn't even call it a struggle. It's kind of like a minor annoyance that is really cropping up this week, and you're going to struggle to understand it. But I do see that we have success, and we also have the Ace of Cups and the Three of Cups at the end. So obviously this is going to be a very fruitful outcome. I see this kind of as a blip on the horizon, not anything major. But what we're kind of looking at right now is there's an offering. The Page of Cups is somebody who is kind of dreaming of a certain outcome, and most of the time it has to do with an offering of love or an offering of partnership. And this could be a person, or this could be something that's coming into your life this week, or it has come in the last, I don't know, week or so, that has kind of provoked your thought. Okay, like, do I really need to move, take this opportunity? With the Ace of Cups here, the Ace of Cups is emotional fulfillment. It's your heart center, like here in the bowl, just absolutely overflowing. It also can speak of overwhelming happiness and an opportunity for overwhelming happiness. But with the Four of Cups here, there's some hesitancy. The offering that is coming to you, either you're not aware of because you have something else going on that's keeping your attention, keeping you distracted, or you're just you don't feel quite ready or confident enough to move forward with it. The Seven of Cups here also speaks to decisions and choices and not knowing which way to jump. Every single one of these has a different outcome, right? The Seven of Cups could mean you're just weighing your options. You know, do I do this? Do I do that? What are the potential outcomes? And I think that part is the advice, is to think through very clearly. The Chariot with the major arcana energy here is kind of like a driving force. So there is something driving you. So you really need to pay attention to whatever that is driving you, and the motivation behind it, in order for you to get clarity with this Seven of Cups. Okay. It's going to help you know which decision to make, because you're going to have to realize that you need to be grounded in your goal, or grounded in your belief, or grounded in what you actually want, in order to make sure that this opportunity or choices that are coming in this week is actually going to be the right one for you. No pressure, right? The Three of Cups typically speaks of success and love and harmony with others. And I think in this reading particularly, I think it's asking you to solicit the advice of people that you know and trust and actually have strong relationships with. The Three of Cups is like this partnership, beautiful celebratory card, and it's in all the tarot, for the most part, it's always three women kind of joining hands. It's this sisterhood and bonding type of feel in the artwork, where you have these sisters, you have these people that you rely on and trust. And I really think that this is an opportunity for you to heavily rely on their guidance. These people know you best, especially if they're trusted friends or even family. They're going to know you best and feel like you can actually speak openly, and really feel like you can trust them with all the emotions that you're feeling, because where else are you going to get that, sympathetic ear that really listens to not only what you're saying, but wants to help you sort out things for your greater good, type of thing. This also could represent your spirit guides. It could very much be a calling to elicit their help. Okay. So if there's something, a meditative practice that you do to, talk with your spirit guides about particular problems or things like that you're having, I would suggest maybe trying that as well. But basically, there is a very emotionally tied relationship, to summarize, coming in together. And there's something about this that you don't trust. So, or something about this that is making you hesitate. So definitely take a look at who and what can help you make this decision, because once you make this decision, I feel like this energy is going to move very fast, and it's going to be really hard to pump the brakes. So right now, while we're in this little lull, you should probably take all the time in the world that you can to think about the Four of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Is this offering actually worth my time, my energy? Does it support my goals? Does it support what I want? Is this something I actually want to welcome into my life? Because it's going to come in quick. I do see that no matter what choice you make, you are going to have some sort of emotional fulfillment based on that. Now, if it's saying no and protecting your own heart and protecting your own, self-worth and guidance, and making that decision, boundaries, I should say, not guidance, and protecting those boundaries and saying no, you're going to feel like you gave yourself something very, like gave yourself the gift of saying no. And it's funny that people, associate saying no with a negative thing. Sometimes it's the best thing that you can do in order to protect yourself. But if it's something that your heart center wants and it's a yes, then this is going to be something that is going to create a lot of emotional fulfillment. But the Ace of Cups is pretty much here to let you know that your heart needs to be the one that guides you, and, with a little bit of help from outside sources. But just listen to what your heart wants. You know better than anybody. Nothing wrong with soliciting advice, but deep down, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of talking to somebody to realize what you actually want. Okay? So we're going to keep it there, and I am going to see if I can get a little message from your spirit guides when it comes to, let's see, should have had them here right next to me, but it was kind of a last minute decision. I've been really wanting to make sure that we always get some specific messages from your spirit guides. Do you have anything to say for the week ahead? Just one? All right, let's see what it is. I am brilliant. You possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the informational and spiritual planes gives you a greater awareness than most. I am brilliant with the number 7. So take that as it resonates. That it could be a very specific message for somebody. But if you want to tie it in to the reading, a couple interpretations would be that, you know, being able to have that self-awareness and sort through all these potential decisions and options and really understanding what you want and going through the steps to uncover what you actually want. And, you know, the other way, it could be just that your spirit guides wanted to remind you that, hey, this is a minor thing that's happening. You're a brilliant person. You absolutely have a greater awareness. You know what's right for you. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Take it as it resonates, okay? Well, thank you so much for being here and sharing this space with me. If this reading helped you feel more aligned, please give it a like and a share with someone who needs it. Don't forget to subscribe. And definitely don't forget to subscribe, right? And then we will be able to see you at your next reading. Definitely hit the notification bell so you never wish or miss a message. And I wish you guys a magical week and hope everything goes well. Take care. Bye.